what I'm seeing at this TechEd is definitely a movement towards better, faster, cheaper, pretty much across the board from Microsoft and their partners. And if you look at a lot of the things that we've seen in the last few days, including the Hyper-V demonstration yesterday, which was fantastic, Microsoft is definitely moving in to try to help people streamline their path to the cloud. Cloud is a big deal here. I'm not a real big fan of the word cloud, but it's the word that I don't like. The concept is fantastic. But the movement is there. Microsoft is paving the way in a lot of different ways and making the barriers to entry much lower than we've seen in years past. I think it's going to be challenging for some of others in the market, most particularly VMware, especially competing against Microsoft's new offering. It's pretty impressive. It, in some ways, it helps Microsoft close the gap between it and VMware. In other ways, it leapfrogs VMware. So it's really going to be an interesting competitive situation between the two companies as well. And I mentioned cloud. We're seeing a lot of movement in cloud. If you look at System Center, it's moving more towards being able to manage both local and off-premises or cloud-based environments. Again, when we look at better, faster, cheaper, when you look at System Center, it's better in that it's got a lot more features than it used to have in the past. It's faster because it's way easier to use than it was in the past. And it's cheaper because they've re-architected a lot of the product to make it much simpler to deploy. Whereas it used to be a nightmare in order to be able to just get something up and running in a way that was secure and in a way that met business needs. Now it's really become a lot easier. They've built a lot of intelligence into the product that before took brute force to really make work. We look at SharePoint, making it easier to develop applications. You look at some of the cloud offerings, Office 365, better, faster, cheaper to get into the cloud with email in a way that still maintains the enterprise feature set that businesses demand. So really, if I look at this TechEd in a general theme, it's around simplicity, it's around better, faster, less expensive, and just really making sure that business can continue and people can take advantage of emerging technologies, including cloud.